Welcome to Happy Wolf Art and Learning German with the California Kids. I want to show everybody really quickly this booklet of reading texts for learning German. For the Learning German with California Kids series on YouTube, I have been posting a couple of these texts. I'm going to post about probably 4 or 5 of them. There's a total of 12 for first semester German. And here we have Die Kalifornischen Kinder, California Kids, Texte, texts to learn German with essentially. For German 1, first semester German, and I'll show you a quick look of what the interiors are going to be like. We have a table of contents. All of the vocabulary in these chapters follow most traditional textbooks, vocabulary and grammar development for the first semester. So this book will be a good supplement to whichever text you are using if you're learning German. So I just have one picture in the book for the time being, just focusing more on the text. This is text 1. It's posted in video number 1 of Learning German with the California Kids. So there is a text. I've double spaced the lines so that you can go in and write translations word for word. I have my students all translate the text word for word, so they're focusing on word order, writing whether something's a pronoun, where the verb is in the sentence, whether there's a conjugational ending. For example, this E would be a conjugational ending, and grammatically putting notes on the sentences as they're translating and learning what the text is saying. Here are some questions to help answer or actually help with writing skills about answering questions about the text. Here you're just finding keywords, Vorname, for example, and you're finding that in the text, Vorname, and then you can find the answer, Karl ist mein Vorname. So Karl is the answer here, and answering these questions will help you with writing skills, also sentence structure, which is important both for speaking and writing. I have vocabulary list for each text, so every word in the text is on this vocabulary list. So if you look for the word sage, for example, or deswegen, you come here and you see sage is to say, all right, or deswegen, come here for that reason. Okay, sometimes these words have multiple meanings, and I've only listed the one that's used in that specific text. Okay, so here's another example, text number 2, Freunde, friends, und Beachland. Okay, and questions again, so all of them are going to have questions and vocabulary. At the end of the book, let me get back here, this is not stapled yet, but at the end of the book there's going to be what I'm calling a foreword to the actual California Kids story, and this will also give you a text to read to let you know how you've progressed in your reading skills and your German comprehension, and this will lead into the actual story, the California Kids, The Summer Begins. So this is a 3-page text, and it's different from the previous 12 texts that are in the story. This is getting you into the story of the California Kids, The Summer Begins. Also at the back of the book are answers to the individual text questions. So if you're unsure of the word order, for example, mein Vorname ist Karl, or Karl ist mein Vorname, you could, there are theoretically multiple answers that I could have listed here, but I've put the most simple subject, verb, object, word order. Okay, so here, ich komme, I is the subject, komme is the verb, right? I come from where? Beachland. Okay, so you can check your answers against the answers at the back of the book, and I have these answers for each of the texts. And then the very last thing is the section, and let's see, it's 2 pages long. This section about how to use a text to help your verbal skills, your spoken proficiency, and I give you steps to follow regarding how to use a written text to verbally practice your German skills. So this is actually very important. Have all my students do it, and use it, and that helps them progress in the most difficult skill to acquire, which is spoken proficiency. Okay, so that's the back of it, and my Instagram is happywolfart1. So if you're interested in this, give me a follow, send me a DM. Also on the Learning German with California Kids, I've inserted my email address, so contact me there also if you're not on Instagram. And I'm sending these off to the printers fairly soon. So this is just a mock-up version, and then I will be making these available for purchase. So, all right, thanks for stopping by and share and like. Appreciate it. Tschüss.